could be spending time chasing nights.
Good evening, Sandpipers, and welcome to the March General Meeting, also known as Roundtable. If you've never been to the Roundtable meeting before, you're going to be discussing with your small groups some topics that the incoming presidents, the presidents-elect, McCall Weinberg and Laura Brodeur, have selected as topics that they feel are important and they want to get more information about. So you'll be sharing your opinions and your thoughts, and I hope that you will have fun and also feel comfortable enough to give your complete, honest opinion. So we also, before we get into our groups, have some reports from several members of the board and some chairs. So we're going to start with our Sandpiper of the Year, who has information for you about the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Hermosa Beach on March 15th. And we also have Diana Peterson from the Community Outreach Committee to talk about beach cleanup. We're also going to hear from our Planning and Placement VP, Tori Lau, who is going to talk about chair applications, which open up in just a few weeks. And then our NLD chair and also our junior past president, Tracy Castle, has a reminder about board applications, which are due today. So if you are interested in joining the board next year, or you want to be on NLD with me, because I will be the NLD chair next year, we would love to get those applications from you tonight before midnight. And then finally, we will have some information from one of our fashion show co-chairs, Denise Hrudka, about fashion show, and Margaret Thompson, who is our boutique co-chair, to talk about boutique. And then it will be closed out with our Coastal Classic information from Elizabeth Falsetta, who is the assistant to special fundraising and events VP. After that, we will hear from our presidents-elect, Laura and McCall. And after they are done sharing information about the survey that everybody took last month, then we will break into our groups for our discussions. So I hope that you have a good time tonight. I want to thank our hostesses who have graciously opened their homes and allowed us to have this small meeting format, because I know everybody really likes it. And I also want to thank our meetings committee for coordinating the food for us so that we all have yummy things to eat. I really appreciate all of you. I hope you are enjoying your time in Sandpipers this year. Thank you to those of you that participated in the walking challenge last month. That was really fun. And I look forward to seeing everybody at Fashion Show on March 29th. And we still have 2 more events after that. So I hope everybody's getting excited about those. One of them is completely brand new. We've never had it before. I mean, we have, but not since I've been a member, which is the Coastal Classic Golf Tournament. I'm really excited about that. And then we have moved the gala to the end of the year. It used to be in February, so it's at the end of the year. And I hope everybody's getting excited about celebrating the end of Sandpiper's year with a gala. So I will see all of you soon. Have a wonderful night.
We could be spending time chasing nights. Cruise the one until we see the sunrise. Hit my line, we align every night.
Hi there, Sandpipers, actives and provisionals. I'm Liz Tindorf, Sandpiper of the Year, and this is my friend, Ann Peterson.
Hi.
Ann and I, along with Debbie Felt, invite our actives and provisionals to join the associates and life members for the Hermosa Beach St. Patrick's Day Parade. Our amazing organization was founded in 1931 in Hermosa Beach. So let's celebrate our Hermosa Beach roots by coming to the parade all together as a group. Here are the details. The event is March 15th. If you'd like, we meet at my house at 9 a.m. and we have a little breakfast at my house. We walk a block from my house to where the parade lineup is on Valley Drive and 11th Street by 10:30. The parade starts promptly at 11 and it goes until about 12:30. It's a short route. An Evite was sent out yesterday. If you'd like to attend with us, please RSVP on the Evite and then Venmo $10 to me. And we have little QR codes.
So the extra special news this year is that our very own Sandpiper of the Year, Liz Tindorf, is the Grand Marshal because she has been selected as the Person of the Year for the City of Hermosa Beach Chamber of Commerce. So she is going to be leading the parade, and we really want to have a huge sea of Sandpiper support behind her to show the whole city how much we love her and how much we love our organization. And in addition to that, it's just a whole bunch of fun. We really encourage dressing up in lots of silly green. We have a great time with friends, just hanging out, having breakfast, getting ready. As you can see there, some pictures from previous parades. We pass out lots of goodies to the kids and the adults and along the parade route. And it's really a fun time, and it's a really special parade.
I agree with what Ann said. It's great to have your kids watch mommy in the parade if you've got kids, or your parents or whoever else, like have them come and watch us. I would be truly honored as the Grand Marshal of the parade if Sandpipers just showed up in a big way. And here is how you can evite RSVP, this QR code. And then please, if you're going to join us, please send $10 via Venmo and mark parade on your entry. Thank you so much. We hope to see you there.
Yay.
Baby, don't feel no pressure.
Hi everyone, I'm Diana Peterson, and together with Robin Smith and the Community Outreach Committee, we're excited to be sharing the details for this year's Sandpipers annual beach cleanup, which will be happening on March 23rd. We'll be having the beach cleanup in Redondo Beach, and this year we'll be having it on the south side. There's not close to the piers, but rather where I put the red dots in by the public parking by George and Ruby Street. We'll be concentrating on cleaning up the south side of that pier. Whoops. And on also cleaning up the Veterans Park area as well. And the timeline looks like this. We'll be cleaning up from 9 to 11, and then we'll be having a social, which is tentative at the time, from 11 to 12. We encourage you to bring your Sandpiper merch, hats, t-shirts, sweaters, anything so we know who you are. We do want to encourage you to bring your family and friends. This is a great opportunity to give back and enjoy time with family and friends and make a positive impact at the same time in our local environment. But plus, it's also a good, as I mentioned, a way to meet other Sandpipers. But further on, make sure to wear comfortable clothes and shoes. We'll be picking up trash, so think about that as well when you choose your clothing. Gloves and a bucket or a trash bag. If you have a reusable one, that would be great. Otherwise, we'll provide you with trash bags. A towel, blanket, or a beach chair. So we're hoping to have a social time afterwards. So a major bonus is that you will be receiving 1 community service point for joining this event. Plus, we'll be providing coffee and donuts and a snack for you until snacks last. It's very important to know that you need to sign up at our membership portal on March 23rd. So it's a digital cheetah, so we can track your participation, and so you also can get your service point. We do have public parking all around the area, but if you can bike or ride share, that's always good for the environment. One of our last comments here is why you should join this event. It's not just because we'll be cleaning up. It's also because it's about community and connecting and making a real difference. We are actually introducing our kids and friends and family, neighbors to the importance of giving back to our community. Finally, I do want to mention that if you do have any questions, please reach out to us at communityoutreach@sandpiper.org or directly to myself, Diana Peterson, or my colleague, Robin Smith, and our contact details will be in the membership portal. Well, thank you all for being here. We can't wait to see you at the beach cleanup on March 23rd. Let's make it a great event. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Easy, everything except leaving on. I'll never make you my enemy. Can't get enough of your energy.
Hello, everyone. It's Tori, your Planning and Placement Vice President, and I have a very important message for you.
Save the date. Your application's coming soon.
That's right. Chair applications open up on March 24th. So I am currently working on updating the Planning and Placement Guide, which is a lovely document that has all of the descriptions for the chair roles and the committee roles for next year. So chairs, if I sent it to you this week, current chairs, I really am looking for your feedback on the description updates and things like that. So please get that back to me this week. If you're interested in chairing again next year or for the first time next year, applications open up on the 24th. So you will have an opportunity to read through the Planning and Placement Guide on that day, starting on that day, and you can decide what you would like to do next year. If you are interested in chairing next year and you know that's something that you want to do, please get your applications in early so I can start the wonderful process of starting to build out where everybody's going to be next year. Not on the board, I will be either placing you in a chair position or a committee position based off of your request and your application that you put in. So it's obviously a lot of people that I have to place. So the earlier you can get it in, the better. So I can really kind of start working through that process. If you're on the fence about chairing again, or you haven't done it yet, this would be your first time, let's chat. You are not locked in as soon as you submit an application, but if you don't put in an application, then you aren't going to be considered. So if you're on the fence, submit an application, or we can have a conversation before. Would love to make sure that you have a chance to kind of talk through all of the questions that you have. But be on the lookout for the application. The application's opening up on March 24th, and the Planning and Placement Guide will be updated that day. I'll let Carl remind you one more time.
Save the date. Your application's coming soon.
Thank
Know that you're
you.
feeling the same way. Yeah, we live it up, I know for sure.
Good evening. This is Tracy Castle, Junior Past President. Sorry to interrupt your fun and the celebration of those who've already gotten their NLD application in, but I wanted to warn you that the applications are due tonight, midnight, no exceptions. I come to you with the dire warning that time is running out to get your NLD applications in. Perhaps maybe you could miss a chance out to apply. Your Wi-Fi perhaps might crash, or your internet may go out, or God forbid, you sleep through your deadline. We really don't want that to happen. So please, please make sure that you get your applications in before midnight tonight. If you have any questions, our NLD staff is standing by and ready to help. So please scan the QR code right now and get your applications in. And now back to the fun.
And I'll always be yours. We could be spending time chasing nights, cruise the one until we see the sun.
Finally, I can relax in peace, watch Fox News, and finally relax.
John!
Oh my God.
John, I need your help.
For what?
I can't decide what to wear.
For what, baby?
For the Sandpiper fashion show. What do you think?
Baby, the Sandpaper Fashion Show is not till March 29th.
That's 25 days away. It's going to be here before you know it.
And you're already worried about your outfits?
Yes, I got to pick out my outfit now.
Well, the dress on the left looks like the one you borrowed from Kate last year.
No, I didn't borrow it from Kate. This is my dress.
So tell me about the fashion show. What's the date?
It's on Saturday, March 29th at the Fairmont Century Plaza Hotel.
Tell me more.
Doors open at 9:30 a.m. and the luncheon will be served at 1 p.m.
What kind of food are you going to have?
We're going to have a chicken dish and a vegetarian dish.
I love chicken. It's better than that sea bass, let me tell you. Tell me about the cocktails, baby. Do they serve cocktails?
We're going to have 5 different bars throughout the event where you can buy drinks.
Are they going to be $35 this year like last year?
We are working very hard to negotiate a lower price this year.
That sounded so professional. Tell me about the Manpipers. Can the Manpipers come?
Yes, the Sandpipers can join us after the fashion show because we are getting discounted hotel rooms to stay the night and continue for the after party.
Wait a minute. After party?
Yes, there will be an after party.
So you're telling me we're gonna get
And you're
sexy?
coming, baby.
We're gonna get sexy time at the Fairmont Hotel?
We are, but we have to book our room before March 7th because the discounted rates go away after March 7th, which is just days away.
All right, hold on, baby. So let's talk about this. It's a long ways away. So how do you get there? What's the best way to do it?
Like I said, the doors open at 9:30. We have a private valet entrance just for our event. Valet will be $25 per car, so it's recommended that you carpool with your friends.
Or what? You can hire
take an Uber. Uber's always a great choice since we will be having some cocktails.
I got a better idea. You can just call Jonathan Schultz. He's a great Sandpiper Uber. He's the best in the business.
He is.
So tell me about next steps. So we gotta get these girls fired up about this event?
We got to have them buy the tickets, and we got to tell them about all the stuff, all the silent auction and live auction goodies we're going to have.
Okay, so I heard you got some great items. What are you thinking?
We've got stays. We've got a wellness stay at Canyon Ranch in Tucson for 4 days and 3 nights for 2 people with goodies to go with it. We've got Takori diamond jewelry going up for silent auction. You're going to be able to try it on.
What about the Sandpipers? What do they want to buy?
We've got a tequila tasting for 12 at Nosotros Tequila in El Segundo. That comes with a basket of tequila to go with it.
Sports memorabilia?
We do have a signed Rams helmet, a signed Lakers ball, and much more.
Honey, I'm getting a headache. I mean, normally you complain about headaches, but right now I'm getting a headache. Can we just go upstairs and try those dresses on, have a fashion show, our own fashion show?
We can, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, Sandpipers!
We could be spending time chasing nights. Cruise the one until we see the sunrise. Hit my line, we align. Every night with you's the time of my life. Baby, don't feel no pressure. Yeah, you make everything easy, everything except leaving on. I'll never make you my enemy. Can't get enough of your energy. Know that you're feeling the same way. Yeah, we live it up, I know for sure that I'll always be.
Hey Sandpipers, Margaret Thompson here, co-chair of our fundraising boutique. I hope that you're planning on joining us for the fashion show on Saturday, March 29th. As you know, this is one of our biggest fundraisers of the year, largely driven in part to the boutique, where we retain 25% of sales from the merchandise sold. We've worked really hard to bring back your favorite vendors, and we've mixed in 10 new vendors as well. We'll have clothing, jewelry, shoes, bags galore, along with some experiences, everything for your shopping pleasure. So this year we have 2 permanent jewelers, one with a new lower price point. We will have piercings, tarot card reading, and of course the popular stick and poke tattoos as well. So start thinking about where you want that tiny little sandpiper. Doors open at 9:30, and it would be really awesome if you could come in and support as soon as those doors open. Grab a coffee on your way in, and it's really important because all of the shopping will be happening before the runway show this year. So a shorter boutique, but all stacked in the beginning. With over 30 vendors, we have something for everyone. So shop for yourself, shop for April birthdays, get ahead of Mother's Day, but ultimately shop for our scholars and our partner agencies. We really appreciate the support and look forward to seeing you on the 29th.
Every night with you's the time of my life.
Do you know someone who has a business that needs a bit of shine? Well, Sandpipers can help. Email me at sponsorships@sandpipers.org or find me home at Digital Cheetah. Give them my digits and I'll tell them how to shine with Sandpipers. Give us a try. We've got gala, we've got golf. We also have holiday home tour for 2025. Give me a shout. And now, a word from our presenting sponsor, Delta Airlines.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with. We know, because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth Falzetta and I am the assistant to the Vice President of Fundraising. And I'm so excited because I am helping to plan the Sandpipers Coastal Classic. That is a golf tournament and garden party, and we are resurrecting the Sandpipers Golf Tournament after about 20 years. So we're really excited because we feel that this will help us to reach a different demographic, mainly being men, and of course women who golf. But we really wanted to reach out to the Manpiper and get them more involved so that they can see what Sandpipers is all about and why we're all so passionate about it. The tickets for the golf tournament are $450 per person, And if they buy a foursome, they can get them for $400 per person. The golf tournament registration starts at 9 a.m. and we'll have Bloody Marys and burritos and mimosas, coffee, all that good stuff. And the golfers can come and warm up before the tournament. The golf garden party, which is at the same venue, Palos Verdes Golf Club, on the same day, starts at 1 p.m. And the difference in times is because golf lasts a long time. It's usually 4 to 5 hours for the tournament. And we wanted the garden party guests to arrive a little bit after so that they're not standing around waiting for the golfers for too long. And once the golfers finish, everyone would be together in the garden party eating and chit-chatting. In the garden party, you can expect to see cocktails, champagne, lawn games, fabulous hats and fascinators. Please wear your favorite hat. We're gonna have a prize for best hat. And it's gonna be a really fun social day. So make sure to tell all your friends that tickets are on sale, and it's going to be a super fun event. If you know anyone that could be a potential sponsor, please reach out to Renee Armstrong or myself. We're looking for athletic brands. We're looking for brands in a paid capacity to sponsor a hole and get a tee sign. They could even be on our step and repeat if they pay for a more premium package, or they could just donate stuff for our gift bags. So we are excited to meet sponsors. And if you have anyone, please let us know so that we can reach out to them. But also just spread the word about the golf tournament and garden party on April 21st. We are so excited about it, and we hope you guys are too.
The time of my, yeah, every night with you's the time of my life. Oh, we live it up.
Hi, I'm McCall. I'm Laura, and we are your elected presidents for next year. And part of our responsibility is to oversee the annual member survey. The Roundtable meeting is a tradition that helps us analyze the health of our organization, ask questions about new initiatives, and determine the overall sentiment of our members. We have brought you here tonight because we want to hear from you. So use this time to discuss with others and voice your opinion. There are no right or wrong answers.
So we're going to start our presentation off, though, by talking about our mission. The mission is meant to be a short but inspiring description of our reason for existing. So we've been around since 1931. Why? What are we here for? And what makes us unique? So we heard from many of you during a lot of interviews that our prior mission kind of fell a little flat. It was a little vague and it didn't really capture what makes us special. So we made some tweaks. So our new mission is that Sandpipers is a 100% volunteer organization dedicated to strengthening the South Bay community since 1931, connecting the commitment of our members and the generosity of our donors to advance the education, well-being, and financial stability of our neighbors in need. So we highlighted the most important things from the original version, which are certainly the 100% volunteer organization, South Bay community, and that we've been around since 1931, which holds a lot of credibility. We expanded new points, though, by incorporating the word strengthening the South Bay community, because we're actually making a lasting impact. We're not just helping, we're actually strengthening. The commitment of you, our members, you needed to be mentioned in our mission. Our donors, who are truly our partners in this mission, whether you're somebody who's bought a ticket or donated something or purchased something at a boutique or sponsored an event, they're all donors. The ways in which we support the community through our focus on education, well-being, and financial stability. We support a lot of causes, and we felt like it was important to dimensionalize that a little bit, but boy, was it hard to narrow it down. We do a lot. And lastly, our commitment to our neighbors in need. You know, these are people in our own backyards who need us now more than ever, and that's frankly why we're all here. So a huge thank you to everybody who participated in creating this. There was a very large group of us who put a lot of hours into it. And, you know, the mission is meant to be short and sweet. So while we can't go into all the details about things like the holiday baskets and holiday home store and scholarships, that's the information that will come after we talk about the mission when we share about Sandpipers. And new to Sandpipers are our core values: community, compassion, and camaraderie. These drive everything we do, every decision we make, every dollar we spend, every project we commit resources to, and they are truly the essence of who we are. And I'm sure you would all agree. Okay, so we're going to start going through the findings of the survey. Number one, we wanted to talk about the fact that we got a great response rate from you guys, 68%.
Oh, this is me. So surprise, surprise, 80% of us live in Redondo Beach, Hermosa Beach, Manhattan Beach. Most of us are between the ages of 30 to 49. Some of us are over 50. 84% of us are married or living with someone. 12% are single or never married. Congratulations for living your own life. 67% are active and have kids. 80% have 2 or more kids. 82% are white, Caucasian, 11% Hispanic, 12% Asian American. And then 70% are working full-time, 70% part-time, and 10% are homemakers.
And great to hear all the support for a member-specific directory of member-owned businesses. Okay, so we're going to dive into the member experience. So we're proud to say that our members rated us a 4.2 stars out of 5 since joining, and we had 81% of our members say that they were satisfied or very satisfied with their experience this year. But we did have 8% state that they were less than satisfied this year. So that number's fairly small, but it definitely points to the fact that we need to take that seriously. And so we're going to dig into that a little bit more in this. We know everybody joins for different reasons. You all have unique circumstances in your lives and your time is precious. So it's really important that everyone feels like they're getting value out of the Sandpipers experience.
And I will say there were 700 comments that came in on this survey, and Laura read them all.
I read them all. So some really great suggestions.
She knows everything
that we're going to incorporate into it next year. So thank you. As I mentioned before, we're adding this step in, which is looking at barometers of health of an organization and our culture. I'm sure you guys will all agree that being respected and valued and feeling like you have friends, that you're safe to be yourselves, that leadership is setting a great tone, and that you have confidence in the path forward for the organization, all really, really important things. So we tracked these, and the good news is across the board, the numbers were really positive. We averaged 88% of you saying that you agree or strongly agree that, that you feel this way about the organization. So that's all really, really strong, but we're going to be watching it year over year so that we can see where red flags come up that we need to address. When we get into role satisfaction, we wanted to mention that 76% of active members said that they were satisfied or very satisfied with their role this year. But we have 6% of you who were dissatisfied, and 15 of you that were neither satisfied nor dissatisfied, which kind of means a little neutral or a little inconsistent. So we're going to be digging into this further. We know that certainly feeling that the work we do is meaningful and important. 81% of you agree or strongly agree that you understand how your role fits into the mission. And we also know that everyone wants to be seen and appreciated for their hard work. So 3/4 of you feel that you were recognized by your team. However, a few of you kind of felt like that was a little inconsistent and you disagreed or strongly disagreed. So while 75% of you feel your role is exactly what you expected, 12% of you disagreed. So there's some room for improvement here. And when we tie that back to role expectation, role satisfaction, this is starting to dig into what might be going on there. So how well does this role align with your skills and your interests? Scored similarly, with 75% agreeing or disagreeing. How well you felt like you were set up for success with the needed transitions and training and information. Again, very similar to this. The challenge is it's a legitimately tricky topic, right? Everything's relative. What feels hard for one person may feel easy for another based on their experience or circumstances. Priorities evolve from year to year. So what a role looked like one year may be a little different next year based on changing priorities. And the quality of your transitions, we know, evolves a little from year to year. It's not totally consistent. And I think that both McCall and I feel really strongly that looking at the transition process is going to be really important next year. Anything to add to that?
No.
Yeah. Okay, so the workload, the great thing is that 46% of us feel that the workload is just right. And 39% of you, not surprising, may feel a little bit stressed at times, but it's somewhat manageable. While others wish they could do more, which is great. So we'll definitely help with that. The biggest concern is for the 7% of people who felt like their commitment was too much or their life suffered as a result. It's really important that you feel comfortable when you're struggling and you feel like it's too much and you're overwhelmed, that you feel comfortable raising the red flag. So, saying, here's how I'm feeling so that we can work together. We are going to dig into that a little bit more. So around the world of flexibility, Dana made updates this year and offered more flexibility to fulfill your meeting requirements. But it sounds like some of you still need some support because we had 12% of you disagree or strongly disagree that you had enough opportunities and flexibility to meet your membership requirements. So one point of clarification that I heard actually at last year's Roundtable was that some of you thought the membership VP only supports our provisionals. Actually, the membership VP is an amazing resource, and she kind of oversees all of the membership. So not just provisionals, and is a great person to talk to when you need solutions to help you with this. Same thing with the planning and placement VP. If you have concerns about your role or your chair or your board members, we're all here to help you try and find ways to make sure that you're fulfilling on your obligations. And the important thing is to raise your hand early in the year, not wait till the end of the year to say, hey, I'm having a hard time with this. How can we make this work? Do you have anything to add? Okay, general meetings. So not surprising when you have a group of active members this large, it's often challenging to meet the needs of everyone. So while many of you want general meetings to add more value by adding agency representatives, having them come in and talk, or finding ways to meet new people, there's still 23% of you who would prefer to keep the meetings really short and concise because you have families or work that you need to get back to. So the challenge is there's kind of no right or wrong way, but we're going to explore different types of meetings next year. So there's a little bit of everything for everyone, while also making sure we deliver the critical information. Communication is another one. So this, where we can't please everyone, 75% of you felt the amount of information was just right. However, some of you said it's too much, and some of you said it's not enough. So, and then on top of it all, I think generally everybody loves email and text, but a lot of you said that you like social media, or we even have a snail mail person out there who voted for that. So we're trying to meet the needs of everybody based on how you take in information. But we're going to actually really work on this next year. Communication is a huge priority for us. But when you're like, ugh, another Sandpiper email, really? Just remember there's somebody out there who only remembers it if we say it through email, or needs to hear it multiple times in multiple ways. So roll your eyes if you must, but remember, we're trying to meet everybody's needs, and it gets a little complicated. Lastly, about sharing Sandpipers. So we know pride is at the source of all of it. If you're willing to share about Sandpipers with the people who you care about in your lives, that is a really healthy metric for Sandpipers. And this number is great. 96% of you feeling proud to be a member, and 91% of you saying that you're likely to share. So awesome. But this is also where you guys come in, because our members are our greatest brand ambassadors we have. And your willingness to share means a lot to us. So we want to make sure that we're giving you the tools to be successful at that.
Thank you for all of that insightfulness, Laura. We have so much to ponder now. So now we're going to go into our roundtable discussion. So you'll break up into your groups. Your board member that is there with you will help facilitate these conversations. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. We want to hear from you. We want to hear the good. We want to hear the bad. We want to know what we can do better for everyone next year. So now's your time.
Oh, we lit it up for sure. Oh, and I'll always be yours. We could be spending time chasing nights, cruise the wine until we see the sunrise. Hit my life.